Right, before we move on to anything else, I think what we need to do, we just need to add a few more features that we haven't really covered yet. So we're going to clean up lots of loose ends. The first loose end is how do we pass objects around between different functions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project. So it's going to be a command line tool. Project name is, I don't know, pointer pass object. It should be alright. Store it there, wherever that is. Okay, so I just need to expand this. And let's have a look at main CPP. We don't need this right hand side, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, we don't really need the left hand side actually either. So let's just get to our basic simple main program. Now I'm going to be outputting some numbers and I want to format the numbers, so I need to just quickly include IOmanip, input output manipulation. Here we are. And obviously we need to use namespace, so that's standard, so there we go. I think we're all there. Take this stuff out here. Now we're not going to put. We're going to build up a new class, but we're not going to. We're not going to do it all in separate files. I'd like to keep it all in the same place. So let's do it all in the same place. And what we're going to have is we're going to have a trader class, and this trader is going to have a bonus. So when the trader gets taken on the new job, they get given a an initial bonus that they're aiming at. But they do really well in the first year, so we're going to have a function which triples their bonus if they do as well as we want them to. That's nice, isn't it? Now we don't need the set bonus, but we do need the get bonus function, because we're going to have one private variable, and that's just going to be bonus. We're not going to bother with names or anything. All we're bothered about is the bonus. So we need those three functions. We need the constructor, and that's going to be using an initial bonus, which will set the first value of bonus. So we'll just say bonus equals initial bonus. So when the trader is created, we're going to send in an initial bonus, and that's going to set this value here. So that seems fairly enough. We won't bother with a set bonus, too much typing. Now we do have that function triple bonus that you can see there, so we need to have something for that. So trader triple bonus, super. It's going to be a void function. I haven't put that in. I'll put that in a second. And all we're going to do is we're going to take this private variable here, here, and just multiply by 3. So, and I just need to put in that's a void there. I think I should clean that up. There we go. Super. What else do we need? Oh yeah, we need the get bonus function. So let's or class member or whatever you want to call it. So let's do that. So that's going to return a double, and it's get bonus, call with no parameters, and return bonus. So hopefully that's all fairly it's all fair. Oh, sorry, just need to put the trader so we know which class we're dealing with. So hopefully this is all fairly obvious. So we set up a new class called trader. This is a constructor. We're going to set an initial bonus. We've got one function which anyone can call called triple the bonus, and also a function to get the bonus and one private variable the bonus. No names, no pactorial, just We're only bothered about bonuses. And that's those three functions there. Right. Good, good. We can go. Now, first thing I need to do then is I need to set up a trader object. So I'm going to call our trader, because I'm so imaginative. And I'm going to give our trader an initial bonus of 1 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And 1 pence. Why not? Every penny counts. So, just need to get to this position. So, now that we've set this trader up, let's see what we get back. Well, hopefully the bonus will be 1 million and 1 pence. So, let's just output that. And just write a little message here. So, trader, initial bonus, and speech mark, and hopefully this should come back with 1 million and 1 pence. So let's just run that. Okay, now we're getting the not very useful format there. So this is where I need my IO manip stuff. So I'm just going to do that now. So it's going to be cout set iOS flags to iOS fixed, and also set precision to 2. That should give me a better output now. Cross fingers. That's better. So 1 million and 1 pence. Lovely. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this object, trader, and I'm going to pass it off to a new function. So I'm going to call this function value boost bonus. I'm going to pass off the trader object. And what I'm hoping is that this is going to call that triple bonus function and triple the bonus. So what does it come back as? Now what I'm hoping is that it goes from 1 million and 1 pence to, when we get to here, it gets to 3 million and 3 pence. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's see what we get. So value bonus trader. This is a void function. It's not part of the class, so we don't have a trader thing in front of it there. So we're going to input, actually we'll say value trad. So we're going to pass this whole object off, and we're going to pass it into the function using this notation, and then we're going to use that trader object to triple the bonus. And let's see if this works. So then return. Let's give it a go. You see, problem. Started with 1 million here, and then we're still at 1 million there after we've called the function. Now we saw that we called the triple bonus function, so let's just check and see what that function thinks is going on. So I'll just grab that, copy that, stick it in there, and say now that, let's see what we get there. See, this is a problem. That value trad object, which is a copy of the input object, has been boosted. And we'll just check what it was before it did that triple function. So before and after. So it should be 1 million and then 3 million. That's what we've got. So before it's 1 million and afterwards it's 3 million. And then we return back to the main from here, and then we go for what the trader bonus is, and it's back down to 1 million. That's because when we called it like this and we came into this program, we took a copy. Now this is bad for two reasons. Usually when we send an object off somewhere, we want to get it fixed. So if I send my car off to a garage, I want my car to come back fixed. I don't want them to take a perfect copy of my car, fix that copy, and then send me back the old broken car. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is that this could be a huge piece of kit with thousands and thousands and thousands of elements, and we're creating a copy. So you're sending off your car, your luxury Bentley to a garage, and they're copying it perfectly into another Bentley. So there's now two Bentleys, and then they're fixing the new one and then sending me back the old broken one. So two problems. One, a huge piece of data is going to be created if you're sending in a large order, and you're changing the copy. You're not changing the one you sent in. So two ways around this. The first way is to send a reference. So this will look very similar in the main program. So we'll call this function ref trader. So it looks the same going in. However, it's not going to be the same at this end because, let's copy this. There we are. Because we're going to have, we're going to make sure that it's a reference, and we do that by putting an ampersand at the end. So that's like an instruction to my car fixer to say, don't copy this car, just start with the one in front of you, go to the front end of the one in front of you and fix that one. So this is a reference, this is a new name for the same thing. So although we're going to call it value trad here, it is actually still this. So I send my car in, which is called Mabel, into the garage. They stick a badge on the front saying car 71, but it's the same car. So we'll change the name of this so it's clear. So we'll call this ref trad, and we'll change all these things here. So ref trad, ref trad, ref trad, ref trad, and ref trad. So key thing is that don't copy it into a new variable, just give it a new name and stick a new label on the front of the same thing, and then treat it as if it's just an ordinary, as if you're back in the main program again, just with a different name. This car 71, car 71. So here that's Mabel, and this is Mabel, but they've stuck a label on the front saying car 71, and you can use the same dot notation, I hope, as you can in the main program. So hopefully this will boost, so the salary will come in and be 1 million. Then this function inside the class will triple the bonus, and then it should be 3 million there, and then it should be 3 million afterwards too. So let's check that. Let's check that after we do this ref function, that this is now 3 million. So let's give that a run. There we go, it's all working. So before we call this, let's get this ref boost bonus function. This is reporting 1 million. We go into the ref boost trader function, and we print out 1 million. We triple the bonus, which, remember, is this little bit of monkey business there. And then we print out the value afterwards, and that's coming out as 3 million. Then we return back to here, and it has gone up to 3 million. My car has been fixed. Thank you very much. So you might think that's the end of it. However, there is another notation we can use. We can use pointers. Now, we typically will use pointers because they're not the same as references. They're more flexible. There's more you can do with them, which is probably beyond the scope of this lesson. But they are more useful. They are more flexible. There's more you can do with pointers. Anyway, so let's do a pointer version of this then. So copy that. Protect the innocent. So this is going to be a pointer boost bonus function, and this is going to be after pointer, and then hopefully this is going to be 9 million. So we need a new function, pointer boost bonus. So again, very, very similar to this one. So pointer, change the notation here. The thing that's about to follow is a pointer to a trader object. So we're pointing at my car again. So the garage mechanic is pointing at my car with a sticky finger, and that's to tell him you're pointing at this thing. That thing is a pointer, an address pointer, and it's pointing at this thing here. So let's again just change all this. So now you see we're getting oh, there we are. We're getting 3 errors here. Now the reason for that is because I cannot now in the previous thing with the reference, I could use the dot notations. This is just a new name for the same thing. This, however, is a pointer, so it's not an object which has functions and data elements. It's a pointer to an object. So what we have to do here is there's 2 ways of doing this. Let me show you the ugly way first. We can either wrap the pointer to disambiguate it in brackets and say this is a pointer, here's the whole thing, please take the pointer, go to the address, then go down the list of functions till we get to get bonus and triple bonus and so on. Now that hopefully will work. Oh, build fail. Why is that failed? No action for pointer boost bonus. No action function for pointer boost bonus. I've got the right name. Should be alright this. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I've got to send in the address, not the actual object. I've got to send in the address of where the object starts. Okay, so let's give that a run. Whee, it's worked, lovely. And this time, yes, brilliant. So it's gone in as 3 million. It's inside the function. Let's bring this down. We don't need all of this. Inside the function, it's 3 million. Then we triple, and here it gets set to 9 million. Remember, because the reference value thing tripled it from 1 million to 3 million. Then we return, and we return to here, and it's still 9 million, which is perfect. However, this notation is horrible, and it's really ugly on the eye. And if you've got lots of these on a page, it makes your head spin. So we get to play someone very nice. Gave us this lovely bit of notation here. And I like this because it tells you it's a pointer. And you don't have to bother with these silly stars and these brackets of disambiguation. You just say this is a pointer, so point at the thing and go and do that. So let's run that. Build succeeded, lovely jubbly. And everyone's a winner. So, just to sum up, 3 main ways of passing an object. The first one's very rare. You very rarely want to do that. You very rarely want to send a whole object off to be completely copied, and then the function works on the copy, and then when you come back, the one you sent in is still the same as before when you sent it in. So very rarely used for those two problems. Occasionally, you might actually want to do that. Reference boost the ref boost bonus and the pointer boost bonus effectively are doing very similar things. Beyond the scope of this lesson is why we prefer this one. It's just that there's more things you can do with this. There's restrictions on things you can do with this notation, but this is a lot more flexible. This P notation, and again, you can use the horrible bracket star stuff to disambiguate ptrad, but what you'll see much more of, because it's much cleaner and neater and more obvious and kind of tells you it's a pointer, as well as the P, is use the pointer notation. So it's very quick. You're sending in one little tiny key, 8 bytes long, then going down the arrow, going down the white rabbit hole to get to the functions, to do the things on that object, and it's permanent. So when it comes back, your trader is happy because your trader now has a bonus of 9 million, and don't forget the 9 pence as well. Okay, I think we're done there. See you next time.